Hello Gemini, and welcome to the Green Women Tarot. This is your reading for the 12th to the 26th of April 2021, and it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you in this 2-week period. What's on the cards for you? But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle. And this is the Botanical Inspirations on the Oracle that I'll be using for you today, just to draw a couple of cards from to start your reading off with. So let's see what words of wisdom does the mysterious Oracle have for Gemini for the 12th to the 26th of April 2021. What messages are here for Gemini for the next 2 weeks? What does Gemini need to know? So let's just choose a couple of cards at random. Take that one. And let's see what you get. So you have the honeysuckle, domestic happiness and devoted affection. I will wind thee in my arms, so doth the woodbine, the honeysuckle, gently entwist. And that's a quote from William Shakespeare. And then you've also got crocus, which is about cheerfulness. It is spring again, and so it is. The earth is like a child that knows poems by heart, by Rainer Maria Rilke. So that's lovely. It just looks like a lovely, gentle time for you with domestic happiness, devoted affection, and cheerfulness. So hearth and home is important, and a sense of cheeriness about you. So that's lovely, but let's see where the rest of the reading goes. Let's see what is on the cards for Gemini for the 12th to the 26th of April 2021. What messages are here for Gemini for the next 2 weeks? What does Gemini need to know? So this is the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot, and I'll be using it to do my usual 8-card spread for you, with the first 2 cards depicting you where you are now, and the second 2 cards highlighting the challenges you face at this time, with the following 2 cards offering some guidance from Spirit as you move towards the final 2 cards, which may reveal your possible outcome. So let's see what you get. You start with the 3 of Pentacles, which fell out for you, and the Empress. That's lovely. It's a lovely place to begin. It sort of shows mastering something in a very practical way and bringing about an abundance, bringing something to fruition. That's really lovely. Then you've got, as your challenge, the 4 of Cups and the Ace of Wands. And your guidance cards are the 6 of Coins and the 4 of Swords, with your outcome cards being the Lovers and the Chariot. That's lovely. So it does look like a nice time for you in the next couple of weeks. And look at this, you've got the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck as an underlining energy for the reading. So this sort of shows, for some of you it may well be an offer for work, but on a more general reading, on a more general note, it sort of indicates setting down firm, solid foundations to a project you're wanting to work towards, making those grounding steps to ensure that whatever it is you're working towards is secure, has a solid foundation that can yield something really productive and rewarding for you, and bringing that physical comfort on a very practical way, on a very practical level. So that's lovely underlining card there as well. So as I said, where you begin, the Three of Pentacles or coins is about mastering something in a practical way, sort of like working in conjunction with others, perhaps receiving advice from them, or simply working in collaboration with others, using your skills, your knowledge, your abilities to build something up that is really firm and solid. And the Empress shows, this is a lovely card to denote success and a successful culmination of a project. That's something that yields a lot of rewards, a bountiful harvest. This is all about protecting, nurturing something, and building that solid, grounded security that is so comforting for many of us. But your challenges here is that, through feeling comfortable and perhaps, resting, reflecting, there may be a tendency to reflect too deeply or think too much, and this, you may reach cessation point. You may feel overfulfilled, and in that sort of state of mind, you may miss out on an opportunity. And there, you can see this divine hand offering more comfort, more joy, more possibilities, but the figure here is not looking at them. It's not seeing that. It's missing that opportunity because he's too busy, engrossed in contemplation. This is sort of the four is a lovely secure card. It sort of denotes security, stability, and well structured surroundings. But the downside of it, and it's in your challenge position, it also denotes stagnation. You may begin to feel too comfortable, and in that sense of apathy that comes with feeling too comfortable, you may miss out on an opportunity. And here's this is reiterated in your next challenge card, which is the Ace of Wands, which is all about an inspiration, a spark, the beginning of something. Again, there's this hand offering this potential. So it's almost like divine energies or God offers something to you. And this is something that is the spark of inspiration, a conception of an idea that, if nurtured, if harnessed and used to full potential, can again bring about a reward, that bountiful, that security, that stability, something that is of value to you, something that is that brings you joy and stability. But they're in the challenge position, so your challenge is not to miss out on an opportunity that is going to come your way. Your guidance from Spirit suggests there certainly is a need for a bit of rest. It seems perhaps you've worked very hard to get where you are, and if this is, if you look at the Knight of Pentacles, he's a great worker. He plods on, very diligent, very focused, but perhaps it is time to step back, to rest, to lay down your tools, lay down your arms, and take some time for reflection and contemplation, but not overly indulged in that, because there's opportunities that you need to be aware of. Through this resting period, you can see things with a new perspective and perhaps see a new possibility, a new beginning. You've also got here the Six of Pentacles, which is about giving and receiving, giving and taking, sharing, perhaps sharing the load, sharing the workload so that you're not oversaturated with one focus and one driven sense of achievement and working at something. It sort of also, for many of you, could denote receiving enough resources to keep going. But there's a sense here that there needs to be some balance, and that sort of comes in with the Chariot as well, which I'll speak about in a little while. So there you have your guidance cards, a bit of give and take, and perhaps while you're so fulfilled and have so much, it's a time to think about giving to others who are less fortunate, helping others out in perhaps a practical way or advisory capacity. This is a card about, it's very philanthropic, about helping others, welfare. So to sum up your guidance row, it's about, it is about taking some time for rest and recuperation, rejuvenation. Perhaps it sort of indicates you may be healing and simply recovering from exhausting yourself in creating this bountifulness. And this is a time to be charitable to others. It leads you towards really finding a new focus, a goal. The Chariot pulls in, he sort of has to get that sense of balance. He pulls in two different energies and chooses a path and focuses on that with a clear determination, and then is able to move forward rapidly towards success. So it's a lovely success card if you're getting it at the end of the spread, which you are, and it sort of shows a sense of direction, a sense of focus, and there may well be leaving something behind as you move forward. It sort of shows where you're going is blessed. He rides under the canopy of the universe, so that indicates divine protection and a blessing from above. And then you've also got a card that denotes the coming together of two opposites, and that's the Lovers. And this sort of indicates, and especially when you see it with your Oracle card there, it sort of indicates a deep and meaningful connection, a bond, a choice to commit to something in a very determined and full-on way, sort of like you're really committing to something here or someone. So for many of you, you may see this as a relationship, but it could simply be committing to a job or committing to a new direction. But whatever that connection is, it sort of denotes it being meaningful and long-lasting, and something that can survive many difficulties and troubles. And again, you've got that blessed presence hovering above. So where he's got the canopy of the universe, the Lovers have the angel with a blessing. So that's actually a lovely positive outcome from, and actually a really good beginning to this period. So it shows, having worked hard at something, and mastered some sort of practical ability, and built something up perhaps in collaboration with others, in partnership with others, and having brought it to manifestation and feeling that abundance, feeling that joy and that flowing of energy, and being able to celebrate where you are. But there's a wariness that, you may reach over cessation. You may just feel almost too fulfilled, and that may lead towards feeling, being rather complacent and perhaps missing a very exciting opportunity that may come your way. Your guidance card suggests that yes, you do need to take some time for rest, recuperation. Perhaps you wear yourself out a little bit, but also remember that this is because you've got enough here, you have enough to give others. And whether that's in a practical sense or advisory sense, it sort of suggests a bit of give and take and balance, and helping others who are less fortunate than you, reaching out to others. And if you're able to do this, it sort of shows you moving forwards to more victory and accomplishment. But in order to do that, you need to choose a path and continue to focus on it. And, you know, that sort of fits with the Knight of Pentacles, is all about that being patient and focusing on something, dedicated towards it, knowing where you're going, and it leads you towards a deep and meaningful connection, union. Or for some of you, simply the choice you make to commit to something, and that something, again, as I say, is deeply rooted, and feels well balanced, and is able to, you know, something that can survive difficulties. You know, this is a mountain in the background, which sort of implies challenges or things that you need to climb, you know, that you need to scale, you know, like scaling a mountain sort of indicates rising to a challenge and accomplishing things. But, you know, it's in the background, and I get a sense it's sort of indicating that, yes, it you may have difficulties, but you because you've chosen your path carefully, you've committed to your purpose, and it's a good connection that you've made, you'll be able to overcome challenges in your way, and your future is blessed. So, you know, it's sort of where you begin is the sense of cheerfulness, the sense of happiness, and that feeling of a bountiful harvest. And, you know, where you end again with your other oracle card, there's this devoted affection and happiness, a nice, good and meaningful connection. It's actually lovely energies for you in the next couple of weeks. So there you have it, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons. And then have yourself a good 2 weeks, and God bless you till we meet again.